This is linen when it's come in from the fields. It's been retted, which means that the cellulosic exterior has been taken off it, and we're left with just the fibres, the interior fibres of the flax plant. It's got a lot of character in it. You can see it's got natural texture. Some of it's quite wide in width and some of it's very slim, so hopefully you can see that that's very slim, and somewhere I've got wider width here, more coarse. So those fibres can be separated and it would go to be sorted and stroked out into one direction. It's got a natural sheen to it. It's called a bast fabric because it comes from plants. They can be very long, these fibres. I mean, I read once that they could be up to 90 centimetres long. That might be an exaggeration, I think, possibly 45. But it's not elastic at all, which is one of the reasons why linen creases. It can be woven into all sorts of different cloths. This is a suiting fabric or a dress fabric from Italy, very fine, high quality, and you can see it drapes very nicely. It has a natural sheen to it, but it will crease, and that's what linen is known for. It's breathable, and it's quite expensive when it's from a very good source. It can be in different weights of cloth. So here's just a few. That's dress. This is interior. This is another type of interior. This is the more natural cloth that we're used to. And because of that, the natural colour, when it's dyed, tend to have subdued colours in dye stuffs. But it can be bleached, and then you can end up with quite bright colours. This again is a dress fabric. It's a bit old, as you can see, it's not fashionable, but it illustrates how bright you can get these fibres. It can be knitted, but we don't see that much knitted linen, but just to remind you that it can be there. And the fibres can be made into all sorts of different things. This is from European Fibre Source. Singles quite fine, doubles more coarse, and this is applied yarn, which means that you've got various fibres within one yarn. There's an example of bleached and twisted to certain specifications to meet the need. It can be made quite fancy, that's the term. This is a solid colour fancy, and this is a mixed yarn fancy. You always have that slight in and out with linen. It's definitely got a character to it. And these are the sorts of yarns that you would use for interiors. And linen interiors are very popular. They're extremely hard wearing, and they get a great deal of use out of them.